I couldn't attend a regular school here because of documentation issues and financial problems.
We got kicked out of quite a lot of houses just because of our refugee status.
One challenge which refugees face is challenge of perception.
They are refugees, तो उनके पास एक बहुत बड़ा trauma है.
गवर्नमेंट स्कूल्स हमारे इलाके से बहुत दूर है.
Mostly they are perceived as a burden on the economy.
Even refugees जो documented हैं, उनको भी बहुत ज़्यादा दुश्वारियाँ face करनी पड़ती हैं.
There is a lot of violation going on in the country, and the respect for Universal Declaration of Human Rights. There was a huge gap in terms of raising awareness of people on these ideas and on these principles. Inspire Pakistan was formed 2013. We formed this organization on the principles of protection of human rights. When we saw the situation with Afghan refugees, tertiary level education or protection services, some of them were there, but there were still gaps that we wanted to cover.
In protection, we come across education, shelter, anyone who is having a problem.
That is one of the reasons why we shifted our focus towards the refugees, be it Afghan refugees or the Somali refugees or any other nationality recognized refugees that are living in Pakistan.
Pakistan has been proudly hosting millions of Afghan citizens on our soil for the last 47 years. Organizations like Inspire, they actually truly inspire us, in many ways.
We started into a partnership with UNHCR in the year 2014.
Inspire Pakistan is one of our valued partners in terms of refugee protection here in Pakistan, and we've had a long collaboration with the organization.
Programs are launched by organizations like Inspire and other UN partner agencies. They make sure that the benefit of these initiatives are also trickled down to the host community.
हमारा मोस्टली फोकस रहता है कि हम बच्चे और वुमेन को टारगेट करें, क्योंकि वो सबसे ज़्यादा वल्नरेबल होते हैं. एक तो मार्जिनलाइज कम्युनिटी से हैं, फिर वो बच्चे हैं और औरतें हैं, तो उनकी वल्नरेबिलिटी और ज़्यादा मल्टीप्लाई हो जाती है.
Inspire is a key partner on helping us manage the DAFI scholarships.
It is the only intervention that provides scholarship to the Afghan refugee girls and boys.
Which is a scholarship for Afghans to access university education. So that also extremely important.
DAFI program ने ना सिर्फ हम अफगानियों की मदद की by trying to change our mindset and mentality. They also tried to change the mentality of Pakistani people and students too.
Really happy and proud to report today that we've achieved the 50% benchmark. So we've got 50% boys and 50% girls attaining education, completing their tertiary level education through that project.
We have worked with Inspire Pakistan on what we call community-based protection.
We conduct service camps, which includes not only the refugees, but they include the host community as well, in which it is a kind of a camp where we give free medical assistance, more than 500 on average population in that service camp on the spot.
तो ऐसे लोगों के साथ बहुत उनके लिए फ़ायदा हो रहा है, जिनको मेडिसिन मिल रहा है, फ्री में चेकअप हो रहे हैं.
Yeah, you're also our partner for gender-based violence activities, for child protection activities, so raising awareness amongst the community on those issues as well. In fact, Inspire manages a group of outreach volunteers.
We have 500 outreach volunteer networks, but we involve them in our self-sustainable projects such as community-led initiatives.
लोगों को आगे ट्रेनिंग देता है, लोगों को आगाही फराहम करता है, रिफ्यूजीज़ के राइट के बारे में हमें समझाया जाता है, ट्रेनिंग दिया जाता है. हम आगे लोगों को आगाही फराहम करते हैं.
और हम तकरीबन जब तक इंस्पायर पाकिस्तान आया है अटक सिटी पे, हमको ट्रेनिंग देते हैं और हम जा रही है बाहर, लोगों के समझाती है और उन्होंने के हेल्प भी कर सकते हैं. तो हमारा साइकोलॉजी हालात और हमारा हालत बहुत ठीक हो गई है.
We try wherever possible to engage the local community alongside Afghan refugees as well. So this community engagement, this developing this social cohesion is part and parcel of how we work. And we personally believe that it is very important in order to build a positive narrative.
इंस्टीट्यूशन बना है इंस्पायर पाकिस्तान ने बहुत हमारे साथ काम भी किया हमारे साथ.
And also helping us to support the refugee schools in the refugee villages. These schools are nevertheless important in the refugee villages for children who perhaps don't have access to the national system.
In Miawali, there is only one refugee village in Punjab, that is in Kalabagh, and we are running schools. Primary and secondary level education is imparted to the students, primarily Afghan refugees, but also Pakistani students are there as well. So we've got 4 schools for the girls and 4 for the boys, and that project is also focused on delivering quality education to the refugees as well as to the hosting communities. We've got 2 hubs that we are running in the country. One is in Karachi and one is in Rawalpindi.
Inspire doesn't just run the urban cohesion hubs for UNHCR, for the Afghans to be able to access services.
We run a 3-month course. Throughout the year, we have 3 batches, and we have beautician, tailoring, culinary, English, and computer. So after the 3 months of their course, we don't want them to stop there. So what we do is we provide them with the toolkits.
I studied the English course in Inspire Pakistan, and it was very helpful to me. The Inspire Pakistan environment is very nice and friendly, and it is very supportive for refugees. For example, when someone is struggling here and have problems and issues, there's always someone to help them and take their hand.
We are trying to enable them at the end of the day and to put a smile on their face, to relax them and to give them some skill through which they can earn a decent livelihood.
The hubs, but also support from each other, from people that they meet in those locations. That has a positive impact on them. And you hear from Afghan refugees.
इंस्पायर पाकिस्तान ने अभी तक अर्बन कोहेजन हब कराची के थ्रू 35,000 बेनिफिशरीज को बेनिफिट किया है, और उसमें एजुकेशन के कंपोनेंट में 1200 अफगान रेफ्यूजीज एंड द होस्ट कम्युनिटी मेंबर्स.
मैंने एडमिशन्स ली एज अ ब्यूटिशियन स्टूडेंट, तो मुझे काफ़ी सारी चीज़ें मेरे को सीखने को मिली यहाँ पे.
And then we've provided 450 toolkits for our livelihood beneficiaries, 7,000 beneficiaries in our protection component.
यहाँ पे म्यूज़िक कोर्स हो रहा है, तो फिर मैंने अपने आप को म्यूज़िक क्लास में एनरोल किया, और म्यूज़िक क्लास में तो हम लोग जब आए तो हमें बहुत सारी चीज़ें सीखने को मिले. बच्चों के लिए प्लेग्राउंड है, रिसेप्शन है, पानी पीने की जगह है और स्नूकर है.
हमारे कम्युनिटी एंगेजमेंट्स हैं, उसमें वी हैव अराउंड 24,000 बेनिफिशरीज.
Actual image of Afghan citizen is being drafted in these centers.
So the one in Karachi, 60% beneficiary population is Afghan refugees, and then 40% are the Pakistani hosting community as well. We have worked with different donor organizations, the government of Pakistan, the Ministry of Saffron, and the Commissionerate of Afghan Refugees, and in particular the Chief Commissionerate of Afghan Refugees in Pakistan, because they have been our guide in giving us the policy direction to follow. We have learnt those dynamics from these departments, from the government's end, and also from the donor side. So being in the middle of it all basically has transformed Inspire Pakistan to what she is today.
Organizations like Inspire, but also the communities who have received and hosted the Afghan refugees over the years.
Interventions by partner organizations, we have successfully maintained social harmony between the two communities.
we are helping build a positive image of Pakistan and also a positive narrative for the Afghan refugees for as long as they are here, staying here in the country, for instance. So social cohesion, I believe, is a very important area that any given organization working for refugees in Pakistan should actually be looking into.
Thank you, Inspire Pakistan, for accommodating me here right now and provide me such a good facility for Afghan refugee.
मैं एज अ रिफ्यूजी बहुत शुक्रिया अदा करना चाहता हूँ इंस्पायर पाकिस्तान का।
तो एज अ काम करने से हमें माशरे में इंस्पायर पाकिस्तान से बहुत सारे फ़ायदे हो रहे हैं।
Forced displacement involves normal people like you and me. Communicate with them, engage with them, treat them as normal human beings, and try to support them as much as possible.
We should promote the concepts and the ideas of tolerance, patience, love, and mercy to mankind. Because without that, life cannot flourish, life cannot progress.